All right, I'm just going to start talking while this sets up because it actually starts recording before it's totally set up and then it ends up just me just staring at my computer. All right, here we go. I think we're good. Got my Facebook profile up and it says I'm live, so I think we're good. Cool. All right, guys, what is going on? It's Thursday night. My name is Mike Collier. I own Midlife Fitness and I help midlife men and women lose weight, build muscle, improve energy, and develop healthy habits that lead to lifelong change. And I like doing this on a weekly or bi-weekly basis to kind of provide you guys with some tips, some motivation, some support, some value, hopefully that will help you on your own weight loss journey, whatever you're trying to do. And with this being exactly 1 week before Thanksgiving, I wanted to get on here and provide you guys with some tips and some things to kind of help you navigate that. It's the biggest eating day of the year, right? And we're actually getting into that season. So I kind of wanted to go over some stuff and give you guys some tips and some value, hopefully help you, like I said, navigate that a little bit better so you can enjoy all the fun engagement of family, friends, and not feel overstuffed and guilty about what has happened. So let's get right into this. Let me share my screen. Right. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Start right off. Healthy Thanksgiving tips. So first of all, like Thanksgiving is a time that you're supposed to enjoy family and friends. Like I said, it's all about engagement, social engagement, right? A time for gratitude, family and friends, and of course, food. Food is a social experience. If you think about it, like food is at everything that we do, whether it's birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries, graduations, holidays. It's all centered around food. And I don't know about your house, but I know at my house, a lot of people end up in the kitchen a lot of times. And you're all kind of gathered around the counter and snacking on food or around the dinner table and you're eating. So food is a social experience. It's supposed to be enjoyed. It's supposed to be something that brings people together, reminds you of like good times, great memories, and things like that. It's not supposed to be something that is avoided, not supposed to be something that is super restricted or, worried about or anything like that. So, first and foremost, like enjoy yourself. This is a time of engagement, like I said. We don't get this time very often. So, when you do have the opportunity for engagement and have some time with your fans and family and friends, then enjoy that and not be so preoccupied about food. All right. So loosen up a little bit. But there are some things that you can do so that you can still stay on track if you have a health and fitness goal. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to build muscle, whatever you're trying to do, there are some things that you can do that still you can have literally have your cake and eat it too, where you can still make progress towards your goals and still enjoy yourself and indulge a little bit. All right. So what I wanted to provide is, like I said, some value and some tips for you guys to kind of navigate this coming Thanksgiving. All right. So the first one is plan ahead. If any of you are going to be successful with your weight loss goals, your health and fitness goals, you've probably figured out by now that you've got to plan ahead. If the worst thing you can do is to go into this having no plan at all. If you go into it having no plan or not having thought about it or not being mindful, then your chances of making, poor decisions and going towards things that are convenient, whether it's during the holiday or just in general, those chances are going to be a lot higher. And typically, those things that are more convenient or more readily accessible are typically going to be not as healthy of choices. They're going to be most calorie dense, most like loaded with carbs and sugars and processed, highly processed. So we want to kind of stay away from that stuff, obviously. So plan ahead. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is that whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, whatever it is, or a special event, is that they will starve themselves all day long because they think that they're quote unquote saving up for the big dinner, right? I get that. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to alter your normal eating patterns. Because what it does a couple things. One, and mentally, it kind of sets you up for failure because you think to yourself, okay, well, I haven't eaten all day. I'm starving. Yeah, I've been saving up for this meal. So typically what's going to happen is you're going to overindulge. Okay. You're going to overindulge because you've told yourself, you've kind of given yourself permission to overeat because you justify it by saying, well, I haven't eaten all day. Right. So you don't want to do that. You want to stay as close to your normal eating routine as possible, and you're going to loosen it up a little bit, during that special meal, whether it's Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas, New Year's, whatever it is. But enjoy yourself. You're going to eat a little bit outside of what you normally do. You might eat a little bit, more calories than you normally do. But if you've planned ahead and you're trying to stick to your normal routine, you're not going to just totally blow it out of the water, overeat and overindulge. You're not going to overstuff yourself. Okay, so first of all, plan ahead. Second is hydrate. A lot of times, hunger is mistaken for thirst. Okay, you're actually thirsty. You think that you're hungry, so you end up eating. Okay, so drink, hydrate. It's always a good idea to be hydrated, to have plenty of water. Another little like hack for that is that when you drink water, you fill up on water. If you're hungry at all, those hunger pains, it kind of subsides. It kind of helps that hunger kind of go away. It also gives you that full feeling because your stomach is full of water and you don't have to eat. Okay, so make sure that you stay hydrated. All right, but whatever you do, like I said, go into it having a plan. That's the biggest thing. All right, some of the swaps that you can make, like while you're making your favorite dishes, some smart cooking swaps are using Greek yogurt, okay, instead of like sour cream for dips or for mashed potatoes. Replacing butter whenever you can with olive oil, or in some certain recipes. And as far as desserts go, like sweetening up those desserts with natural sweeteners like applesauce or honey instead of like processed and highly refined sugars. All right. And then little things like going for whole grain breads, like even for the stuffing. Those little swaps make a huge difference. Balance your plate. So kind of imagine your plate divided into sections, all right? So part of that is going to be you want about half your plate to be vegetables, okay? So loading up on like non-starchy vegetables like green beans, carrots, Brussels sprouts, like things like that, broccoli, whatever it is. So that's half your plate. Then a quarter of that plate's going to be protein. All right. So that's your lean turkey without the skin, your ham, whatever that's going to be. And then the other quarter is your carbs. All right. So for that, you want to go with your starchy carbs. So opt for things like sweet potatoes, roasted squash, and or like a small serving of stuffing, something like that. Stuffing is my favorite, just so you know. All right. Practice mindful eating. So another big thing is to always be mindful about what you're doing. And mindful just means that you are paying attention. You're actually choosing, making decisions, making choices about what you're actually eating instead of just mindlessly eating everything that's in front of you. So whether that is eating slower, when you eat slow, you're going to savor those flavors, sorry, really enjoy that food for what it is. So many people eat way too fast and you're just shoveling food in. You're really not enjoying it. You're just eating to eat. You're not enjoying those flavors, like all those amazing like dishes that you're consuming that everybody's made, taken so long to make for you, and you're just shoveling it in. So eat slower. I eat super slow. All my friends complain because I eat so slow, but so you're savoring your food, you're enjoying it. Okay, that's what it's there for, right? To enjoy those flavors, bring you back to a time like happy times, like good memories when you had that dessert, whatever it is. But what it also does is when you slow down, like I said, so many people eat so fast. There's hormones that kind of regulate your hunger and your satiety. And if you eat too fast, you're gonna out-eat the hormones. They're not gonna have time to actually work. So if I'm eating like so fast that leptin hormone that gives me that full feeling hasn't had a chance to like kick in yet and reach my brain, I'm not going to know that I'm getting full until it's too late. Have you ever had that situation where you're just eating, 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 like you feel like you're okay, and then all of a sudden it just hits you and you're just overstuffed and you're thinking, oh my gosh, like how did I get here? Like I wasn't even like getting full yet, and now I'm just like way over the top. All right. So you have hormones that control that. Ghrelin, which controls your hunger, and leptin, which controls your satiety. So eat slow, give those things time to work. And then as far as like when you should stop eating, you should stop eating when you're about 80% full. Okay. So then the next question is, well, what's 80%? Okay. 80% is where you feel satisfied, you feel satiated, but you don't feel like you are lethargic, like you can still move. Kind of a good rule of thumb is if you feel like you're satisfied, but you could still go for a walk, that's about where you want to be. That's about 80%. Okay. 100% is where you are like overstuffed. You got to unbutton the top button on your pants and you got to sit on the couch. And the last thing you feel like doing is moving. That's overstuffed. Okay. So kind of think of it that way. So 80% full. All right, and then stay active. Again, if maybe you've overeaten, you don't feel like being active afterwards, get your activity, get your movement in the first part of the day, in the beginning, whether that's starting off with a walk. I know there's a turkey trot that day if you want to go run a 5K or walk it, whatever you want to do, but do something active, during the day. The other thing that you can do is kind of organize your families all together. If it's nice enough outside, organize some outdoor activities, whether that's outdoor games or the whole family goes for a walk after dinner, even better. All right. That movement's going to help with your digestion and it's going to offset some of that excess calorie intake if that's what you did. All right. Some dessert strategies. Whoops. I gotta go back one. Oh, crap. Oh, forget it. We'll skip it. We won't skip it. So dessert strategies. As far as desserts go, like plan ahead what you want to do. Everybody's got their favorite dessert, whether that's pumpkin pie, pecan pie, apple, whatever it is. You know that you like that thing and you've been looking forward to it all year. So first of all, enjoy it. Don't restrict yourself. Because what's going to happen is if you tell yourself you're not going to have that pumpkin pie, that's the only thing you're going to think about until you end up like devouring half of it. Okay. So first of all, allow yourself to have that indulgence and enjoy that thing, but just have a small portion. So that's all about portion control. You're not looking to make a meal out of that pumpkin pie. You're looking just to get the taste because it's delicious. Like I said, it gives you great memories. But have your small portion, then move on. All right. As far as leftovers go, so use your turkey and veggies for things like healthy soups versus making these huge, like overstuffed sandwiches that are going to make you just as full as the day of Thanksgiving. All right. And then avoid grazing. Like store your leftovers. Don't put all of your leftovers in a huge pan or a huge bowl or something like that. Put them in smaller, like portion sized containers so that when you finish that container, that small portion size, you're done with it. Okay. If you have the whole bowl of stuffing sitting in front of you, then the opportunity for you to eat way too much of it is there, and it's probably going to happen. All right. So portion that stuff out. And then whatever extra food that you have, freeze it, store it, and enjoy it later so that you don't overindulge the next day. Gratitude or gluttony. So remember that focus on the meaning of Thanksgiving, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, whatever that holiday is. It's gratitude and togetherness. Take the focus away from the food, okay? Shift that focus away from the food and more towards creating memories with your family and your friends. Okay, that's what the holidays are all about. So the big takeaways. So having a healthy Thanksgiving is all about a balance, okay? Not restricting yourself and also not overindulging. So having a good balance in there. Those little changes that you make can make huge differences at the end of the day, okay? And again, above all, enjoy yourself. Enjoy that engagement. Food's a social experience, like I said. So it's meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be restricted, all right? So enjoy yourself. All right. And as always, I'm going to suggest I just had my High Rocks last weekend, my third one. So if that is something that you are at all interested in, we are coaching a High Rocks class at Gnarly Fit in Kalamazoo. Welcome you guys to come out and give it a try. I think we're doing like a week free right now if you want to try it out. Great functional fitness stuff, super easy exercise that everybody can do. No need to feel scared or intimidated. Just come down. I'll be there. There's other coaches there that will help you guide you through there and kind of like bring it to your level wherever you're at, whether you've never trained before or whether you're an elite athlete. We'll find what works best for you so that it'll challenge you, make you grow and improve. So come check us out. If you have questions about it, just let me know. I'll put a link in the comments to Gnarly Fit and get more information on the class. So I think that is it. All right, guys. That's all I had. Hopefully you got something out of that. Hopefully that brought you guys some value, some tips for this upcoming Thanksgiving. Again, if you have questions, if you have comments, throw them in the comment section. If you don't feel like putting your comment out there for everybody to see, feel free to DM me, reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I'll also leave some links in there as always if you have questions and you want to jump on a quick phone call, you just need clarity or help setting goals, whatever it is. I get questions all the time. I love it when people ask questions because I love to talk about this stuff and help people, obviously. So But I'll leave a link to my calendar there if you want to book a phone call. No obligation whatsoever. Just happy to help you out. I will throw that in there. But if you want to see what it looks like to have a certified personal coach and certified personal trainer and nutrition coach, like actually like setting up your workouts, your nutrition, your whole blueprint, your strategy, and then guiding you right through it and holding you accountable, then I will also leave a link to my training application in the comments. Take 2 minutes for yourself, fill that thing out, and we will start that conversation and see if you and I will be a good fit. So that is all I had for tonight, guys. I am not doing another live next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. So hopefully, like I said, this gave you guys some value. You can incorporate some of these tips and have a guilt-free and healthy Thanksgiving. So other than that, guys, have a great rest of your Thursday. Have an amazing weekend and stay healthy, my friends.